Hello, everyone. This is Tracy from Inspired Chi, and I am bringing you your March messages. So, this one we're going to do a little bit different. We are not doing this as a predictive, we are going to do this as a self improvement on your spiritual journey. We're going to really utilize the energy of the new moon in Pisces on March 2nd to help us start to have a new beginning and kind of get some intentions and projects off of the ground that we've been trying to manifest and not having success. And how we're going to do that is we're going to be very open to receiving the messages of the lessons that we haven't learned yet. So we can start to work on that. Advice from spirit, your position in the collective and with the planet, and where you might be off energetically or not using your talents and gifts to the best of your ability. So that's what we're going to look into. If you're new to this channel, welcome. You're going to want to hone in on the thumbnail, 1, 2, or 3, whichever pile that you're drawn to. Doesn't matter if it's the cards or the stone that's drawing you there. That's where your messages will be. And if you are returning, again, thank you for your support. We're celebrating this coming month, 4 years that Agnes and I have been in combined business when we merged our business together. So we have some really exciting announcements to make later in the month. And if you want to be on our email list, you can go to the information box below. We are having some trouble reaching people on platforms because of settings and all sorts of fun things like that. So if you would like to get emails so you don't miss anything that happens, you can also sign up at the information box below. I also want to thank AJ for those amazing birthday readings that she gave away. If you haven't received yours yet, she's still working on them. However, the offer is now closed. So if you missed that, AJ gave away some really awesome either intuitive readings or past life readings that she kind of did in celebration of her birthday. So if you don't want to miss those things, definitely put your email in the box below so we can message you directly so you don't miss anything on YouTube or Facebook or the other platforms that we're not even on yet. So I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. If you want to book a personal reading, you can head over to www.inspiredchiradio.com to book an in-person or a virtual reading and other services that we offer. Okay, twos, you chose Moonstone. Okay, so something might be going on with your intuition. Okay, your intuition might be a little bit blocked because we're looking at something that's supposed to help with your psychic energy, right? So I had put all of your cards out. I did the other ones. I kind of did 1, 2, 3, and then shuffled the cards and put them out. But as soon as I started putting yours out, I was like, I definitely knew that I needed more information. Okay, and what I'm getting to start out with, and this may not be for everybody, right? So if this isn't yours, check out the other ones if you were drawn that way. But this lesson that hasn't been learned is about choosing partners. Okay, this could be in business, sure, but this feels a little bit more romantic to me, right? Because we have the soulmate card here in the energy in the root chakra, okay? And in the lesson that we haven't learned, we have the femme fatale, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be you are a male and you're coming to this reading speaking about women, right? Because it's fluid, whatever, you come in with. It could be on the alternate, right? So it might be a femme fatale, but we could be talking about a woman who's dating a man who's a little bit of a player, right? Either way. But this is a person who wants commitment, wants to feel safe, wants to feel nurtured, but keeps choosing the wrong partners, okay? So this is a lesson that you haven't learned yet, okay? And this is from looking at somebody from what they have to offer on the outside or the surface, like just on the surface, okay? Getting to know with somebody on the inside, of course, you're going to deal with not just all the amazing things that they bring to the table, but all of their flaws as well, right? We all have them. They're all there, okay? And if you put somebody on a pedestal, right, because they're so wonderful, that's what you're attracted to, that's what you want to go off of. When they start to become human, you will be disappointed, okay? And that's not fair to you, but it's also not fair to them, right? Because they didn't ask to be put on a pedestal. They didn't ask for you to assume that because they were beautiful, they would be made up 24/7. Or because they had a lot of offers for jobs doesn't mean that they're gainfully employed. Okay, does that make sense? So this is the lesson that twos seem to be going in over again. Okay, choosing wanting that safe and nurturing environment, but not choosing it, right? Because you're looking, I guess, maybe for some type of not even just excitement. This is just something that you either had your heart set on it was going to look like, and when it doesn't look that way, it's difficult for you to then be inspired to continue. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. We're also getting complacency, right? This could be in a relationship also, because this is the relationship that we're talking about, and we have an impasse as well, which we'll get to. But I think this has a little bit more to do with your next steps on your journey, because you have study. That's your advice from Spirit. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind, okay? So, because we're looking at this in the context of a relationship, it's extremely difficult for your partner to fulfill every part of your need. And you would think that we would learn that, right? But even if we know it in our heads, our hearts can still be really disappointed that thing really just didn't go that way, okay? So if you're not getting your fulfillment from other places and you're expecting it all from the partner, you're also going to be disappointed. Okay, there's a lot of disappointment around here. But I want you to really ask yourself what you're doing to support that, right? Because this is definitely a place of just being very comfortable. Okay, you're very comfortable and you have a certain expectation, and people aren't meeting that expectation. Okay, and it's causing feels like a little bit of depression, some anxiety, but like also some resentment. Okay, so the lesson that you have not learned is you have to make yourself happy before you can be happy with anybody else. Okay, and whether the relationships that you're choosing are good partners and you're just not seeing your part in that, or if they're the continuous partners that you've chosen in the past that just have been there for the beauty, the excitement, that sort of thing. But that's the lesson that I'm getting here for the twos. Okay, I'm also getting that there's an impasse, right? And that's sitting right in your sacral chakra with the orange, and that talks about passion, creativity, and sexuality as well, right? But above it, you have the 7 star sisters, so you do have some inspiration coming in. So hopefully with this new moon, you will be able to get inspired and work on something else, okay? A new form of study, something that's exciting, something that is going to improve you, and then come back and look at your relationship. Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression, okay? This definitely feels specific. Okay, good luck.